What is Dietrich Bonhoeffer's theory of stupidity? Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a German theologist, said stupid individuals pose a greater threat than evil ones. He said, "Stupidity is a more dangerous enemy of the good than evil." After almost a decade of Adolf Hitler rising to supreme power. Conditions in his country were appalling then. The world was in a state of all-out war, and a totalitarian regime governed Germany. Bonhoeffer kept contemplating how this got about. He considered the nature of evil, but concluded that the greatest threat to good did not come from evil. Instead, it was ignorance. There are 4 types of people in the world: dull people, helpless people, clever people, and bandits. Stupid people drive, impact societal outcomes, and are a far more potent collective force than the Mafia and the military-industrial complex. Bandits steal from others for their own gain. Intelligent people are beneficial to both themselves and society. Dull people are taken advantage of for their gullibility, despite making valuable contributions to society. But stupid individuals work against their own interests and the interests of society as a whole. So what is the story behind his ideas on stupidity? Dietrich Bonhoeffer started speaking out against the horrors during this darkest period in German history. Conditions were such that incited mobs flung stones through the windows of innocent stores. Women and children were mercilessly humiliated in public. Bonhoeffer spent years attempting to alter people's opinions. One evening, when Bonhoeffer returned home, his father informed him that 2 men were waiting in his room to take him away. In his time behind bars, Bonhoeffer started to ponder how his nation of poets and thinkers had devolved into a group of cowards, thieves, and criminals. He eventually concluded that stupidity, rather than malice, was the cause of the issue. In the early hours of April 9, 1945, at the Flossenburg concentration camp, Bonhoeffer perished due to his participation in a plan against Adolf Hitler. This had occurred barely 2 weeks before American soldiers were freed from the camp. Understanding the nature of stupidity. In his treatise, Bonhoeffer stated that to overcome stupidity, one has to understand its nature. Stupidity is inherently subconscious in nature. It is propelled by the basic principles of human existence. Humans are thought of as social animals, yet the root of ignorance lies in this very sociability. If one person acts foolishly, it has no or significantly less impact on society as a whole usually. However, when a group behaves foolishly, it has a significant negative and amplified influence on society as a whole. One of the leading causes of stupidity is herd behavior. Numerous scientific investigations have demonstrated how the masses can persuade people to hold beliefs that defy all sense. Stupid people have their logical mind turned off. Such a person begins to behave like a political zombie, with whom no amount of logic or factual debate will succeed. Stupidity accelerates cowardly and evil forces in society and often triumphs over common sense. The stupidity of the 21st century. The internal failures of the human mind are getting revealed in the 21st century. Stupidity facilitates all of this, which is being led by a coalition of political bullshitters and true ideological believers. In the modern era, this effect is multiplied several times over. The entire globe is in disarray. Too much trash talk that passes for information is out there, which gets people perplexed. A possible example to illustrate the concept of stupidity, which may seem a little off the beaten track, is that there is no potential justification for why people strap bombs to their chests and kill others while also killing themselves. Many of us won't give it a second thought, but consider it a sign of stupidity. It may be the stupidest thing ever. Suicide bombers are only manipulated humans who are organized to terrorize and frighten people. They often indulge in this heinous crime at the expense of their needs, or those without hope, or who are emotionally worn out. We must recognize that suicide bombers have evolved into instruments and are now used like guided missiles to further their objectives. To wrap up, according to Bonhoeffer, convincing a stupid person with logical reasoning is near to impossible. So identify them and try to rise above stupidity with your own intellect. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and let us know your thoughts in comments box.